Hello everybody, welcome to episode 92 of How to Play Like a WoT Pro, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my secret routine that I go through in order to have insane sessions in World of Tanks. Although that's not entirely correct, it's actually the routine that I go through before I go through competitive matches of World of Tanks, such as back in 2017 and 2016 when I played Gold League, and more recently when I play in Community League and in the China tournament, which just happened recently. But before we do that, I'm going to quickly go over the field mods, and then once I get into battle, then I'll tell you my routine. So let's check out the field mods. I pick all terrain, parallax adjustment, the view range one. I do focus on firepower, and then this one is a very good field mod for the 50B as well. I'm not going to explain why. I have a whole video about field mods. Today I'm going to be running a fun loadout. I don't necessarily think this is the best loadout that there is for average damage in the 50V, but it's a very fun loadout because your gun handling is just insanely good. I would actually run vents, hardening, and V-stab as my primary loadout on the 50B usually. But let's just get straight into the first game and I'll explain my routine. Alright, here's my routine, and I'm not shitting you. I swear to God, none of this is a lie. This is literally what I do to get in the zone. Not all the steps are optional or are necessary, but they're all very good steps. So let's just go through the steps first. There are 4 steps. The first step is you squat over the toilet and you sneeze into it. I'll let you use your imaginations as to what that means. Second step, you take a poo. Yeah, I'm serious. Unless you really don't have to, but usually when you're under pressure and you're like when you're starting a tournament, you gotta take a poo, you know what I mean? Third step, take a shower. That's probably the most important step, along with the fourth step. The fourth step, after your shower, put on your pajamas, and then very importantly, 2 pairs of socks. I like to do short socks, and then I like to put a pair of compression socks over top of it. I don't really know if there's any science to back up why that would work, but it just feels so comfy. It really just makes me relax and in the zone. And then there's a 5th optional step, which is if you have any nutritional supplements, aka performance enhancing nutritional supplements, you take those about an hour before your quote unquote session. For me, I only do this like before things I actually care about, like tournaments. But yeah, that's basically it, really. There's nothing, that's really it, all there is to it. I'm gonna get down or I'm gonna get fucking shit on by a 183. Alright, so without further ado, let's just get into the game now, instead of I mean, that's really all there is to the routine. There's nothing more to say. Alright, so we got out 3 shots there. That's a pretty good start. How I have 3 shots? Oh, I guess I actually hit the bat chat. I thought I missed him. Now I gotta explain what I'm actually doing in the game, because I kind of skipped over that part. So I went city. Our light tank went very aggressive here. When you see your light tank going aggressive here, it's a good idea to stop on this ridge and get some free shots in the beginning oftentimes. I see we are winning A1, which is great for our team. Not necessarily so great for me, because if we win the field super quickly, it could mean this game is ending relatively quickly. But it's not easy for once you win the field to progress through here, because the enemies will camp here. So instead, I'm just going to play city. It's too long of a rotation for me to make to go all the way back to the field, I think. At least for now. And more likely I'll just rotate through the middle or something later on if I don't stay in the city, but I might just stay in the city. We just don't have very much here. We do have a mouse though, and he's got a fully field modded mouse, which is great. They do have two arty, which you have to be careful of. You can peek this corner to look down this alleyway, or alternatively, you can play where the 57 heavy is and peek down here and get shots through this gap here. The problem with the 57 heavy spot, it's actually a great position to start out with if you just break, if you shoot once through these walls and break everything, so that you have a line of sight all the way down this path into the city. The problem with it is if you get spotted, you're going to get arty'd probably. And so that's why I'm not playing it right now. I'm really afraid of the arty. Although the arty should be bombarding A1, so I technically can play it, but also I just have no turret armor, so I'm not really going to trade well here anyways. And they've already all crossed into the city, so that's not really something I'm concerned with. Usually that's kind of an initial position you go to shoot tanks going into the city. So instead I'm just going to pre-aim down this line and hope that they cross out. I track this guy, hopefully he doesn't repair. I double tracked him, I waited for that shot. Now we have a puny shot, and we got a third one in. That's excellent. A little bit lucky as well on the second and third shot. We have a mouse to hold this. Like I said, that's amazing. I'm paying attention to what's unspotted. Right now it's a VZ unspotted. Our field, despite winning, is not actually looking that crazy right now. Our 57 just shot this guy, which makes me think I might get a shot. He's side scraped though. I don't really want to get lit. I'm kind of afraid of a VZ poking from some random location or already hitting me, so I'm gonna play passive because I think we don't necessarily have an advantage in the city. If you look at what's unspotted, there's a Progetto and then two TDs. They could have a Foch here. I'm gonna go on the outside and try to shoot this Progetto though right now. Hopefully no one peeks to shoot at me. Here's where this gun handling loadout is just insanely nice. I would probably never be hitting those shots if I just only had vents for gun handling equipment plus V-stab. The rotation mechanism makes a very big difference, as does the aiming unit. We are up HP, but our map control, it doesn't, unless we take underneath this ridge with like an STB or something, there's no real urgency to try to do something. Guy's looking like a snack right now. Alright, he got below the ridge. I keep expecting them to kind of aggress in the city, but they aren't necessarily. Okay, I need to get safe from this ridge in case there's a 4K5 aimed down it. Because there is a, out here you are in the open for their sniper's nest. There's the RD I was talking about. Our mouse is still alive. We're doing okay in the city. They haven't sent too much down the city either, but I don't really want to contest this E5 because unless I get 2 shots for 1, it's not really worth it, I don't think. I could rotate, which is something I'm thinking about. I'm going to hold my shots instead of reloading here. I don't think I'm going to get out more than 3 shots when I peek anyway. I'm going to pretend like I'm poking a lot and hope that he peeks back, but I don't think he will. Actually, maybe I will peek a lot. Alright, he's double tracked. Never mind. Yeah, at least we traded 1 for 1. I thought he used his kit, but he just repaired naturally. Alright, he's dead. That was a worthwhile trade, even though it wasn't really what I was intending to do, because we got him killed. So that allows us to potentially move up in the city. I would really like to full clip this guy. We have to be careful of their TDs behind him, though. Out my way. Okay, this Progetto, he's on the inside. He might try to escape this way, so... Okay, it looks like he can escape out this way, so I'm gonna come to this corner instead. Hopefully he doesn't shoot me 4 times. I'm hoping my team will help me if he yellows me. Okay, he's dead. I'm fine trading that because we're up a lot at this point. I think trading HP, unless it's like a 183 or 4K5, obviously, is fine. And 1 shot for the 4K now. 1 shot for the 4K5 now. Oh, the 183 and the 4K, I should say. But they only have 4.7k HP left. I might spot something here. Maybe not. Okay, they might be focused on their base, or they're in the bushes, but they didn't light me in return, which makes me think they're just focused on their base, playing right here, probably. I'll peek here and I might spot something though. Nope, I think they're behind here. Yeah, there's one. Okay, we missed. He's not peeking. Got some spotting on him. I don't think I should reload at this point, but I need to make the rest of my shots count because they're 183. He could potentially still be full HP, and I don't want to miss out on that damage. I'm going to take a risky cross. You see he's out of render though. If he's where he last was, he wouldn't be able to shoot me. That's why I crossed early as opposed to crossing late. Because if I crossed late, I would be in render of him if he was still at the end of this road here. And I want to shoot the RD. I don't have a shot on the 183. Like, the gun handling on this loadout is insane. It really is. I'm not saying it's a bad loadout. It's not the one I would normally pick, but damn, it's juicy. It really is. I mean, if you picked this as your normal loadout, I wouldn't even judge you. It's really good for the gun handling. And with that, with our first game done, with my routine exposed to the whole world. By the way, if you don't believe me that that's my actual routine, just ask any of my teammates, like from the past, on like several teams. I've shared my secrets with them. We hit a couple blind shots as well on something. I don't even know what. I don't remember. But we got 6.6k damage and 750 spotting. Pretty solid first game. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Alright. So we got some terrible matchmaking. Triple S-Conk. El Haloof with double RD and a bunch of TDs. This is just absolutely terrible. No light tanks either. This is just... holy crap. This is so bad. We could still potentially get something out of this, but it just feels like in a matchup like this, you're more so just relying on the enemies making mistakes than you are actually playing well. And that's what I really, really hate about these kind of matchups. Because if things don't go your way, you're probably going to end up with 3,000 damage, and there's nothing you could have done differently to have prevented that, realistically speaking. I'm going to cross the fast way, because if you look at their composition, they literally do not have a singular tank which could possibly spot me and get me bled on the cross, so there's just no reason not to. Because they're also slow. And I'm just going to play like you do on El Haloof, just sitting on this corner here, doing nothing. It's going to be very fun. I'm sure we'll enjoy this together. I'm going to preem the cross. Looking at what might cross, it's like the 780, maybe their M4, probably not. E5, probably not. Probably nothing, to be honest. But there's not really much else to do. I could peek this corner first, but what I don't always like about that, in a tank like as vulnerable as this one with such a big turret, is if they come out wide here and then shoot you in the side, you don't really have time to back up. So I'd rather just preem this and let my teammates spot this, and then after that I can preem this. But it really depends on the situation. Sometimes you can peek wide. This wide peek is something you really have to be careful with, but at the same time it can be a huge opportunity because enemies very rarely expect it, especially when you're unlit. In that situation I was lit, so they could have seen that coming, but I'm gonna track this guy once and then wait. No, I gotta run. I turned my turret there just to make it a little bit harder for him to pin me because he's seeing like a slightly wider angle, but honestly it doesn't really matter. It just kind of, compared to this, it's a little bit more angle. Like there's some spots here where they might potentially bounce, but honestly the 50B turret is so bad that it doesn't really matter. It's in other tanks, some other tanks where that makes a difference, like the E100 makes a big difference if you do that. I had to use my kit there or else the 57 heavy would have clipped me out. But now I want to be careful because these guys are hull down. and they're aware of me now. They're not gonna do any more stupid peeks, most likely. Before they were kind of just YOLOing it around the corner. Alright, this guy's tracked once. I'm gonna wait. I tried to double track, but I didn't get it. That would have been sick, but his teammate kind of simped for him. This guy shot my hull, so he bounces. I was gonna try to shoot him underneath the dead tank, but couldn't get it. This is what I was talking about, where you can sometimes get some stuff out of this map, but it really just completely depends on the situation. Looking at the overall map, they only have TDs unspotted, so I'm not too worried about our base, even though we only have a singular minnow defending. But our minnow is in a very defensive location anyways, so they shouldn't be able to push him easily, and it should give us plenty of time to come back to base. The actual fight on this map is completely in the north right now, and it's pretty even, but they have a bunch of S-conks, and we have pretty terrible heavies that for playing hull down. They should technically win this, but the arty play a big factor. If you look at what our arties are doing, well, they're doing absolutely nothing. That's what they're doing. They're in the worst possible position they could actually be on this entire map. I understand they don't want to get killed in the base, but they just don't have an angle on any of these guys playing here. So all they're doing is just counter artying, and in the meantime their arty is clapping our cheeks. In fact, I don't know whether I should leave or stay. I think I should probably leave. And just go back to the base and try to push through. Can I get gun elevation here? I'm trying to get gun elevation. It's so difficult. Don't snapshot me. Thank you. Okay, that was kind of greedy of me. I shouldn't have done that. Even though it's pretty unlikely there's just a 4K there, I still shouldn't do that. I need to get away from here as quickly as possible, though, because we are losing the north hard. Scratch what I said about pushing through their base. We're losing the north too hard for that to be a viable option. I don't think we're going to be able to hold the north either. Especially me in a 50B, playing close range against these enemies, I'm not going to be able to really help at all. They're just going to go hold down on me, so instead I'm going to try to get distance and try to snipe them. Their Sturb is in the base right now. That's like terrible timing, because he can spot us and then these guys will shoot us. I need to try to get out of their spotting distance before I start shooting them, otherwise it won't be good, because they'll just shoot me back. These shots are by no means guaranteed. We need to kill this Sturb really badly. Oh, he's poking out. Don't spot me. He fucking spotted me. Okay, I need to just try to get distance so that he unlights me. I'm reloading. Insta repairing that to get out of their render. The M4 is the only one who can shoot me, but we need to kill this Sturb or else we're going to lose. Their Yag was in their base, which sucks because I'm probably not going to be able to kill this Sturb without YOLOing in front of their Yag. This game is lost. I should just play for damage, but even then I still think going for the Sturb is the right play. I don't know why he's just peeking this corner. That's so unlucky. Alright, we got him. I'm going to instantly reload. I think I want to play up here and just get out one more clip. Or I could go for their arty and their Yag peen. They're probably going to be sending at least one tank underneath here, though, who can spot me. I think if I play up here, I'm only going to get out one more clip, probably. If I come over here, I can get out maybe one or a little more. I'm just going to hide here for a second. The arty can't hit me, though. Yep, and there he goes. Fucking piece of shit cancer. And I'm lit. That's bad. How does that bounce? Okay, I'm just gonna go for one more shot, honestly. Okay, never mind. And I'm dead. Correct play probably was just to go up here, but they got under quicker than I thought they would, and I don't really know why they even went under anyways, but they did. I should have known they were going to. I even said they would, but it doesn't really matter. At this point, the game is lost, so it's whatever. I could care less. But either way, we got 4.8 thousand damage and 1,000 assist out of that. A lot of their HP was on a Yag, so technically we only had to chew through all this to win. But it's like an S-Conk and M4, those two tanks, we're not going to get through all that HP unless a miracle happens. And then we have to make another miracle happen by winning against the rest of their tanks. It's just not going to happen. Especially when there's two Arties in the game who are just going to be raping your asshole every single fucking time you get lit. It's just pointless to even try. That's my philosophy about the world. I got pretty lucky that the 4K5 didn't kill me mid-battle. Boy, we got away with it. This guy does 7K. To be fair, though, this is just classical World of Tanks matchmaking. VZ 57 heavy, E5 mouse, M4 50B 60p versus triple S conk E5. Yeah, it's just they just got a straight up better lineup, so we lost. That's it. Period. Nothing else to say. And all of our tanks were for north. We didn't have any tanks that could play in the south, so there was no chance over there either. Alright, here's the next one. Alright, this game, they got double E100, double IS7, Kron and Chieftain for C1 is pretty brutal. I'm not going to go to C1 because my turret is enormous. I basically only have one play that I see fit. I could technically go out to here, but because my turret is so bad, I don't think it's really worth it, especially because there's an Artie who can shoot me as well. Instead, I'm going to play to bleed the cross. I think my view range will be good enough, even without vents, to spot this cross pretty reliably, and I'm hoping I don't bleed too much in return. I know I can bleed them, it's just about how much I take in return. I could try to double bush here. I just saw that tree fall as well, so I'm keeping that in mind. But I'm just gonna go for damage. I'd like to track this guy. There we go. I'm not actually lit, which is great. Probably should have. I don't know. Debatable whether I should have saved it last shell. I expect him to stop at the rock. I'm gonna keep spotting this just for my teammates, in case they get a shot as well. This Leo could actually... Oh, he can't light me. There's a tree in the way. I'm going to stay camped here, even though I don't expect to get any more spotting on the cross. Usually at this point, I make a decision about whether I want to stay or whether I want to go east or west, just based on what's spotted. And right now, I'm going to try to support the west by sniping. If I can't find any sniper damage, then I'm going to probably do something else. Well... Can't get that damage anymore. We do have a minnow over there, but realistically we're gonna lose this, most likely. You never know though. That would have been a great kill to have. I'm gonna reload. Their E100 is pushing that as well. Yeah, we're gonna get steamrolled over there. I can just tell. The only healthy tank we have is a minnow, and they have a full health chieftain. Instead of playing over here, I don't think we're going to be able to hold over there either. I think I really just have to snipe with this 4K5. This is some bitch gameplay, but this is what you have to do sometimes to be a super unicum, so... Nice shot. I mean, we should lose this, but you never know. Maybe my team will pull up clutch. Their Leo did just run from there for some reason. Their RD will slowly be wearing us down, but so will ours. These chances to pen are basically 0. I could go over there to help. It's just, I want to see, I'm out of render of some of their tanks. I want to see their HPs. Can I get shots from way back here? I've never even tried. I'm just really afraid that their E100 is going to push, kill 2 of our tanks, and then we're going to be done for. Yeah, I should have stayed. I should not have pushed forward like I did. Our 4K5 is cooking right now. But if you look at the rest of the map, our team is not in a bad position. It's just this flank. That's all. Okay. I think we wore them down enough. And I think my team will be flanking. I should probably... I mean, it's still close. I should not... I don't think I should fight over here. They have too much HP on their E100. But their team should start going back to base, so maybe that's the right call. It's hard to say. Kind of depends where they go, but I think I'm just going to do a middle ground, and I'm just going to go through the middle of the map. That was a little bit risky, but he shouldn't be fully aimed or anything. And plus I'm full HP, so I can technically take a hit, so it's not the end of the world if I get hit. I do get like 2 more shots into him even if I take the trade. So I think it was probably worth it to do that. Their I7 is still full HP, I just realized. I did not notice that. We're capping though. I want to get involved in this game and go kill this 4K5 or something, or spot them coming back to their base. Okay, we stopped capping. I'm gonna push through onto this chief in 4K5. I'm full health, so I'm not worried about dying, and hopefully my team doesn't cap, and then we can I'm gonna go from the top side because I think it's just easier. I might not lose gun depression. Just gonna snap the shit out of them because I'm godly at this game, and then I'm just gonna empty my clip into the chieftain. This E100, I want to stay safe from him if possible. My team isn't coming to help really though, but I think I'll survive long enough that I'll be able to kill this guy, or at least get another shot onto him. Yeah, now I'll definitely survive. I'm just going to take the shots from him. It's going to hurt a lot. I'm going to go down to a 1-shot. But I should be able to kill him now. I'm going to drop down now and reload. And go for this E100 next. This route is not great because he can see me coming in if he's up on the ridge. I'm just going to cross quick and hope that I get across. I do. So I'm going to come up from this angle rather than directly at him through here. This ridge should shield me. My team's not capping, which is a miracle. But now that I'm a 1-shot, I have to play a lot more careful because these guys still have some health. And I could potentially get a full clip out of this, so I don't want to fuck it up. I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared to... Alright, that was a good game. I'm really happy with how I played that overall. Except when I rotated over here, I should have stayed here by the FE, but that's fine. Not a huge deal. I played it cool against the chieftain. I knew that I could survive and reload my clip I didn't panic and drive in front of the E100, because then I definitely would have died. The 4K peak was arguable, but besides that, I think it was a good game. Alright, 6.5k damage, 4 kills, 800 assists, pretty sick. Let's check out the session. 6k average damage, 1100 assistance, and we got 2 out of 3 wins. Pretty solid. Alright, I think I'm going to cut this video shorter than I usually do, just because the point of the video wasn't really to show off the 50B, it was to show off my routine and then just give you some content. And I think that's a mission success. Alright, goodbye everybody. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you enjoy these videos, I appreciate it. Goodbye.